I'll tell you this. These devs play games. These are not devs that don't play games. These devs play games. They know their target audience. It's actually insane that this is so rare that you see devs throw in stuff that they learned from playing other games. Because for some reason, a lot of the AAA devs don't play other games. You can tell by the games that they don't play games. These guys play a hell of a lot of games, dude. These guys play the kind of games that they're making. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a writer to be a reader, but you have to be a reader to be a writer. Boys, I have found the best game that you have never heard of. It's called No Rest for the Wicked, and I just found this the other day because it's been blowing up on X, and oh my goodness, is it everything that I have wanted in a video game. It is exactly how I expected Path of Exile 2 to be, how I expected Diablo 4 to be, and it's got Darksouls, boss fights in it. It's absolutely sick. I can't wait to get into this with y'all. So stick around and watch. Oh my goodness, the colors, boys. The colors are insane. Evidently, this is an expansion pass of No Rest for the Wicked.
I'm Thomas.
And I'm Gennady. Welcome to our second Wicked Inside.
We know a lot of you have been eagerly waiting to hear more from us since we shipped our last major content update.
Right after early access launch, we spent weeks listening intently to your feedback while putting out numerous hotfixes and patches.
Then, after we felt that No Rest for the Wicked was in a good spot, we launched our first big content update, the Crucible.
Yes! With the Crucible, we introduced fresh...
Boys, I wouldn't even know about this game if this game hadn't blown up on X. I cannot wait to play this game with y'all. This game looks amazing. You know how whenever you play a game and you want that game to be like a world that you could live in? The issue is I like games like Darksouls and Elden Ring and Path of Exile, and you do not want to go live in those worlds. Those worlds are freaking terrible, if you know what I mean.
Enemies, brand new systems, and a fun mode to keep
this world seems so much fun.
While we begin work on
this seems like I could literally live in this world for a long time.
But it's been a while since then, and today we'd like to explain why.
Our publisher for No Rest for the Wicked was Private Division, a subsidiary of Take-Two Interactive.
Take-Two decided to sell off Private Division, which was unexpected news for us. After some deliberation, we saw an opportunity.
After months of negotiations, we reached an agreement to buy the publishing rights for No Rest for the Wicked back, so that Moon Studios could become fully independent. This legal process took time, and we couldn't say much while it was all happening.
Oh, okay.
But today, we're excited to announce that it's all done, and that Moon Studios is now fully independent. We believe this will give you even more confidence in our vision, because we're free to build No Rest for the Wicked exactly how we want.
That's how I want it, by the way. That's how I want my game studios to be. I want my game studios to be able to make exactly what they want to make. I don't want them to make what anybody else wants to make. I fell in love with your game because you made what you wanted to make. I fell in love with your show, your book, your manga, your anime. I fell in love with it because you made what you wanted to make. And now that it's big, I don't want you to make things that you don't want to make. You know what I mean? I want it to be exactly the way it was. I want there to be consistency. Same thing with like YouTubers, you know what I mean? You know whenever you're watching somebody and they come off with like a certain ideology or a certain, way of thinking, and then just further down the line they just flip on a dime. You know what I mean? They just switch up.
Without needing to ever go silent again.
We've used this extra time to create something truly special. Let's take a look at The Breach.
The Breach. The Breach. Dope art style. I love it.
The Breach represents the biggest content update we have ever shipped. We have heard you loud and clear. You wanted more out of our campaign. You wanted more story, more zones to play in, more enemies to fight, more bosses to test your mettle against. In short, more of everything. And that is exactly what we have been focusing on.
Wow. Wait, what? Dude, this looks like Dark Souls 1, whatever it's called. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Blighttown. This looks exactly like Dark Souls 1 Blighttown. This is peak, dude. Or it looks like the area in Demon Souls where you got to go down the wooden pathway. I love areas like this. Look at the color. The color in this is insane.
Hang on.
Boys, we got to play this game. We got to play this
continues
game.
Immediately following Ellsworth's return to Sacrament. He summons his daughter Odessa from her prison
This
cell,
is my favorite
and
art
their
style in
exchange
video games.
reveals more about their relationship.
Take the upper passage out, then leave by the northwest gate.
What are you doing?
Guard Bennett is often sleeps on duty, and the ramparts above him will be unmanned. Head north to Ermgard and Merin, or west to the Glades.
I'm already liking it, boys. I love
Anywhere
this.
but here.
Oh, his voice acting is so great.
So that's it then.
You have to go.
Wow. Oh, that is
As a
peak
Saren,
voice acting.
players will have to venture forth into new areas we're introducing for the breach. These are massive zones that essentially double the
boys,
size
that's
of the world
gorgeous.
players
Oh my
got to
God.
explore so far. A lot has changed in the Sola Sacra since
There's an
we've
item.
last
There's an item
visited.
over there. There's an item over there.
Southeast of Sacrament lies the lowland meadows, a once idyllic haven used by Sacrament's hunters to gather food and supplies. Ellsworth requests our presence on a secret mission, but a faction known as the Harvesters has taken over the region.
See? I told you this Saren would come, and here they are.
Indeed. Your presence is welcome here. My friend is convinced that some threat awaits us at the Weeping Sisters.
As always at Moon, when it comes to
Oh,
level
boys,
design,
we can
we
roll through the
deliberately
barrels.
craft every
We
single
can
inch
roll
of
through
our
the
world
barrels.
by hand. We do not rely on any procedural generation, and we believe that ultimately that will allow us to create an insanely expansive, interactive open world where
Boys, look at
every
the
inch
movement. Watch the movement of the characters. The movement is insane. It just oh, look over on the left. Look over on the left. You guys see this guy? You guys see this guy? This guy's huge. This dude is huge. That's a boss. That's a boss. That's a boss, boys. We got to get that boss. We're going to get that boss.
actually met us.
Puzzle
Throughout your
solving.
journey through the meadows, you will encounter all new enemies. We have also introduced 2 new weapon archetypes, gauntlets and wands. Let's take a look at how these new weapons can be used to
sick.
take down all new foes.
Oh my god, dude. We're playing mage, boys. We are playing mage. Oh my goodness. You guys see it? Watch the animation for the mage. I've never seen a game want me to play mage this bad. Watch this.
Enemies. We have also introduced 2 new
Iframe,
weapon archetypes,
iframe.
gauntlets and wands.
Watch the
Let's
animation.
take a look at how
Oh
these new
my
weapons
God,
can be
dude.
used to take down all new foes that you will
Dude,
encounter.
I could envision myself living in this world
The
as a
Timberwhite
mage.
here will try to take your life with his ginormous great axe. We know some of you already loved being able to
Oh, the
suplex
audio
enemies
is
in
so
Wicked.
good.
It was only appropriate we introduced a dropkick.
Freaking slammed his ass. Oh my god. Dope. I assume this is the monk. Damn. Okay.
Wormwood wretches and limb-seed archers will keep you on your toes with brutal ranged attacks.
Ranged
Our
attack,
tremor
bro.
wave will
This motherfucker's turned into Luffy from... He's Luffy throwing his damn arm like a mile away.
make quick work of them. Rust Reavers present an even greater challenge.
Yeah, there he is. There's the
Equipped
boss,
with
boys.
2
There's the
huge
boss.
Saws,
Let's get this
your best
boss.
bet
Let's
is
get
to
this
keep your
boss.
distance and counter when you find an opening.
It's like a praying mantis. Oh my god. Oh, dude, that was sick. That was sick.
Deeper
That was so
within the
sick.
meadows, the Copse Treader will try to block your path forward.
What the heck is that? Oh, boys, it's the circle saw from Bloodborne. It's the circle saw from Bloodborne. That is the circle saw from Bloodborne. That is what I wonder if we can get this weapon. Boys, can we get this weapon? Oh, somebody let me know in the comments we can get this weapon. I need that weapon. I need that weapon.
Study his movement patterns and keep a cool head.
Damn! Okay.
You might just prevail.
Stun locked him. Stun locked him. Get him, get him, get him.
Obviously, we're also introducing all new bosses for the breach. But we don't
he's got teeth on his hand
just yet.
We know a lot of you already enjoyed how much love and care we're putting into all of these areas. Once again, we didn't shy away from really using verticality and hiding secrets everywhere.
Oh, dude, that's my favorite.
Even though you'll often fight for your life in all of these zones, every now and then you'll get to enjoy a serene scene of beauty.
That is gorgeous. That is gorgeous. Yo, devs.
Things have changed in Sacramento.
Props to you, for real, devs. Props to you. This is the most visually pleasing game I have seen in years. This is amazing. Props. Real props.
And 2. Caretaker Alden has arrived in town to plead for help dealing with the Blight, a plague infestation destroying his home of Marin Village.
They say... Excuse me, is it true that Governor Ellsworth has already gone north with that madrigal? The guard said as much, but I wasn't sure. Many doors in Sacrament stay shut to us, Dasha.
And if you exit Sacrament through its northwestern gate,
goodness, the colors.
You'll find yourself in the once majestic Marin Woods.
The audio, oh my god.
Recently, the Marin Woods have been befallen by the Blight. It festered all throughout the woods and
Boys, I am a huge sucker for like really good audio in games. That reverb, that bass treble was insane. Like I swear, there's nothing that that makes me want to play a game more than that having audio in that. They just built so much intensity in my chest. It's insane.
Players will have to find a way past it in order to advance. The Belactor are ferocious fighters. The Stalkinche here knows how to wield a club.
Look at the leaves.
And if you're not careful, they might just call in reinforcements. Our new wands build are surprisingly effective. We can cast ice darts to freeze our enemies. Cold Sling is a powerful ice evasion attack.
Boys, I don't know if I'm good enough to beat this game. I don't know if I'm good enough. Woo.
For the heavy feather, we'll use some more powerful spells our wands provide. We have since learned how to perform the Riven Plague Explosion.
I love that combination. What?
And if you have enough focus, Lightning Bolt makes quick work of any enemy.
Damn! Got him. Oh my god, dude.
Halfway through Marin Woods,
I'm playing Mage.
You'll encounter Marin Village, a peaceful woodland community.
I really want to play Swashbuckler, though.
First traveler I've seen in ages.
Great voice actor.
I'm amazed you made it to our village at all, stranger. Hardly anyone comes here anymore.
Damn. Great voice actor.
10,000 blessings, Serim, for returning us to ourselves.
The villagers in Marin provide news.
Boys, I'm calling it now. This game is going to be as big as Hollow Knight. I'm not kidding. There's so many Hollow Knight elements while standing on its own in a way that I don't think any other game has. Like, it's not like Path of Exile. It's not. It might seem like it. It's not. This is crazy. I swear this game will be as big as Hollow Knight.
Services and sell different items than the ones in Sacrament.
My clod of a cousin still hammering away in Sacrament.
My clod of a
Figured they would have
cousin.
run him off by now. Chased them out of town with their crooked pitchforks and bent spears. Might as well give it here.
I keep wanting to pause because the art is amazing.
We will also meet Odessa's godmother, Irmgard, a connection to her Dasha heritage.
I remember when my mother used to sing me to sleep. You did too. Same lullaby.
Will I see you there? All of us at one table again.
I'm not welcome in Sacrament.
And in a return to the Nameless Pass, we'll explore new areas within it, learning more about the forces of the mainland.
Go, 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 go! Oh.
We will not tolerate any more doubt within your ranks, Primus. Not while we knock on salvation's door.
Discipline takes time. It's earned, not bought.
The born god disagrees. Discipline is forged. It is a tool molded in flame.
Dang, so we got some evil.
Meanwhile,
we got some
we'll continue
evil,
the story
evil religious group. That's, dude. I am so excited. I have never been this excited for a game in a long time.
Madrigal Celine and her vanguard, who seek to liberate the lost city of Caelin.
We're incredibly excited about this new chapter in our campaign, but we don't want to spoil everything just yet.
Our intention for No Rest for the Wicked was always to provide players with an insane amount of content, even after they finish the campaign. After the events that unfold throughout the breach, our Spilled Blood questline continues as any area within Isola Sacra can now be overtaken by the Pestilence. Once an area is infected, you'll suddenly have to fight enemies that you never encountered before in these areas.
Wow, that's a creative way to do it, by the way.
Defeat these enemies, and they might just drop all new Torn resources.
Commander's axe or halberd.
Torn resources can be burned at any fire in order to further increase the challenge within an infected area.
Really?
You will need to heavily upgrade your gear and perfect your build in order to succeed.
No
but greater
way.
challenge.
You guys see that charge attack? That charge attack was insane. So essentially, they're giving players the ability to just, whenever they complete the campaign, and these torn abilities or torn areas or whatever the heck they're called come through, they can get the items that they drop and burn them at the fire to increase the difficulty. So to increase the amount of enemies in the area and increase the amount of damage that they do and health that they have. So it literally gives you, so if you're a sweat, it literally gives you the opportunity to sweat without forcing it on the rest of the casual player base. Super creative way.
Also means greater rewards.
Nice.
Notice that with every enemy you slay, the pestilence spread
I love the sword.
at the bottom
Look
of
at
the
his charge
screen
attack.
reduces.
Dang.
Slay enough enemies, and you will have to overcome only one more obstacle.
Pestilence summoned.
Getting rid of the infection means ripping it out at its root.
Dude, that boss is sick.
If you manage to defeat the plague boss within the infected area, the entire zone will be cleansed of the pestilence once more.
Nice.
Our life system has also gotten a huge update.
I wanted to see more of the boss.
You will now find many more factions being able to take over the various areas within Isola Sacra.
Get him, get him. Damn!
Our goal with all of this is to change the way players think about retraversal in video games. We ultimately want to make every return feel as fresh and as exciting as it was the first time you played.
Okay.
And as you can see, we also introduced entirely new levels within.
Bro, the reason why I'm so excited for this is it seems like it's set, like it keeps you on a path, but you can move in like all four directions. It's so freaking cool. This is the best art style I have seen. The colors are amazing. The colors are so pleasing, like to the eye.
The areas you're already familiar with.
In order to aid players in achieving the perfect build, we introduced quite a few changes that will make progression a whole lot more streamlined and fun.
So it seems like you can add an affinity to your weapon.
We have revamped the way gear drops. We replaced the tiered approach and came up with a formula that takes the player level, the area level, and the enemy level into account, which results in an experience where any gear that drops will be approximately within your level range.
218 damage, boys. You see that? 218 damage.
Now, gear that used to only drop in earlier zones might just drop again, but at a higher level.
Really?
We tried this out, and we ultimately see a much higher variety of gear throughout our playthroughs. We think it's a much more enjoyable looting experience.
Yeah, definitely. I also like randomization whenever it comes to video games. Destiny 2 did this great, where you could farm for the same weapon, but its attributes were randomized every time, and it allowed you to get god rolls, and then you could take those weapons into PvP. And no joke, that made people grind PvE that much more. Like it was insane. When it went around the corner, any weapon can become a god roll. You know what I mean? Like insane weapon can be under any rock in any chest. Like that's the way a game should be. The items should absolutely be randomized, and there should be enough that the likelihood of you getting one is super rare, but the chance that you getting one, like it inspires adventure in me when a game does that. When it's randomized like that, it really inspires like the sense of adventure in me. You know what I mean? It makes me want to explore. It makes me have a lot of fun.
Another big aspect that defines your build is, of course, the enchantments. So far, if your gear didn't drop with the enchantments you needed, your item would never reach its full potential. But we came up with a solution. If an item dropped with less than maximum possible amount of enchantments, you can now use a fallen ember to add another random enchantment to it. And if you have an enchantment on one of your items that doesn't quite fit your playstyle, fallen embers can now be used to re-roll that particular enchantment. Of course, fallen embers are also still used for respeccing your character, which makes embers insanely valuable now.
Nice. We also introduced a new weapon rarity, Masterworks.
The snow biome, dude.
Any
it looks so
Masterworks
sick.
starts out as just a common item. If you decide to forego the RNG aspects of Wicked, you can bank on gems in order to fully customize your item. Gems will now show you exactly what effect they'll have, depending on which item you slot them into.
Good choice, good choice.
In our case here, we want to craft a build that heavily relies on and synergizes
Claymore,
with
baby,
focus.
the Claymore. Bullion Night Helm, that's what I'm talking about.
The benefit of common items is that we can completely customize them.
Oh, that's sick.
Once we fitted the maximum amount of gems into them.
Wow, so you can literally these gems you can literally like combine them in any way. It is said that no matter where you are, one can always see the down sun glinting off the helm of a Bullion Knight. Nice. It looks like there is a durability and an infuse option.
They now become a masterwork.
Nice. I love Masterworks.
In general, we've introduced a whole slew of new weapons, runes, and armor sets.
Interesting.
We've also iterated on our list of enchantments in order to enable the creation of entirely new builds, while ridding ourselves of the enchantments that led to overpowered builds.
That's my favorite.
Given that and the new loot drop algorithm,
that is
the
sick,
sky's
dude.
the limit when it comes to build variety.
It looks like a freaking
That led to
necromancer.
overpowered builds.
Oh my god, dude.
Given that and the new loot drop,
could you imagine like you just wake up one day in this world, you've been reincarnated in this world, and you're this character? That would be sick.
Algorithm. The sky's the limit when it comes to build variety.
We also conducted a major balance pass on our stats, and we noticed that quite a lot of you didn't use shields all that much.
Oh, it's got a thorn ability.
So we changed.
Nice. So whenever he hits, whenever the bird guy hits his shield, he takes damage.
The way they work. Instead of draining stamina, shields are now based around poise and stagger.
Nice.
And we try to ensure that each shield archetype feels unique. So we can't wait to see all your new sword.
That's a great choice. That is a expert decision. Because if I, the player, want to make a poise build that breaks the game, it takes a long time to do that. Like, I should absolutely be able to do that. You know what I mean?
Board builds.
That's a sick build. Poise and
Last
thorns.
but not least, If you've become a master at playing No Rest for the Wicked, you should try our new hardcore characters.
Hardcore, baby.
Permadeath is enabled for these, so once these characters die, they get downgraded to non-hardcore characters that can only be played on regular realms.
Yeah, that's rough.
I wonder who will be the first player to slay the Echo Knight with a hardcore character.
Echo Knight. Ooh, dude, that moveset's dope. No way. Get your cheeks clapped, boy. He got his cheeks clapped.
Naturally, we also spent quite some time introducing a wide range of quality of life features and polished up what you've played so far of No Rest for the Wicked. For example, we've noticed that a lot of your houses looked similar to this one. Storage has always been incredibly important in any ARPG. On our current live builds, players can stack all that many items, and sorting hasn't been ideal yet. Let's switch over to our Breach update. We fixed that right up, and now allow players to stack a whole lot more items within their chests.
Good. Expert decision. Pro
and
decision.
Items now also get sorted in a beautiful way.
Yeah, they do.
While we're in our home, we can show off another cool feature we added.
Fast travel?
We've added Whisper Stones, which enable fast travel to and from your house.
That's dope.
So if you just want to quickly drop off items and gear while you're out and about,
this is the kind of house we want. We don't want Assassin's Creed Shadows house where we got to put up a stinking little dog painting and pet a puppy and do nothing else. This is a functional house. It has a reason in the game. You're there to store your items so that if you die, you don't lose them. Like that is sick. That's why you put a house in a game, and that's when you make it customizable. You don't put it there for no reason. This is an expert decision. These devs, bro, bravo to these devs. This is insane.
Instead of having to first warp to Sacrament and then run to your home, you can now save that one step. Remember that you can place one Whisper Stone per house, so if you own multiple ones, you can even fast travel between
the audio. Oh yeah, dude. The reason why the audio is so dang good in this freaking game is because it's made by the people that made Will of the Wisps and Ori and the Blind Forest. Like those games have the best audio out of any other game ever, and they also have the best art style and color. Of course, I would like it. Oh my god, this game is made for me, dude.
Our next change regards food cooldowns. We've removed the classic cooldowns entirely.
I am the target
now
audience.
You can consume meals instantly.
Oh, the ribbon twins. That is dope. Ew.
However, your stomach is no longer a bottomless pit. You have a limited number of meals you can eat during combat.
Some Breath of the Wild type shit.
You'll be able to upgrade this limit through Plague Ichor, letting you extend how many times you can heal or buff yourself in battle. This new approach aims to
I'm going to pause one more time. I'll tell you this. These devs play games. These are not devs that don't play games. These devs play games. They know their target audience. It's actually insane that this is so rare that you see devs throw in stuff that they learned from playing other games. Because for some reason, a lot of the AAA devs don't play other games. You can tell by the games that they don't play games. These guys play a hell of a lot of games, dude. These guys play the kind of games that they're making. You know what I mean? You don't have to be a writer to be a reader, but you have to be a reader to be a writer.
But more engaging and dynamic, rather than forcing players to just wait for a timer.
Nice. You guys' cheeks clapped.
Time ticks ever forward.
It sure does, buddy.
We know timers and project wait times have been a major discussion point in our community.
Yeah,
We're adding a new feature so you can contribute food and ingredients to make Adanus' workers, speeding up whichever building project they're currently tackling.
Really? Okay.
We're always listening to your feedback, and we will keep iterating on the system. If you have thoughts, please keep sharing them.
I would like to just increase money, like you pay more money for the building to be done faster.
And of course, we've been hard at work meticulously optimizing performance. If you notice any poor performance in a machine before,
like
the
say
breach
gold
update
gets dropped in the game, rather than just giving them food. I mean, they're there building the log cabin for you. I would rather you just, you can pay more gold to fast track it, but in like a good way, not in like the way that they try to run you out of gold so that you can buy gold through microtransactions. I mean, like you would literally have to go farm gold. That's the only way to get it.
To drastically improve your experience.
Nice.
Speaking of improvements, our DLSS implementation has been updated to a newer version, which results in much crisper image and even better performance.
That is insane.
And these are just a few highlights. In total, we are counting more than 11,000 changes since we shipped the Crucible update.
I can proudly say I will not be upscaling this game. I don't like upscaling.
Before we dive deeper, we'd like to clarify how you'll access the breach. You will need to replay No Rest for the Wicked to fully experience this update. All saves remain in a legacy build, but this approach ensures the breach is integrated as seamlessly as possible.
By me,
into
I've
the
never
game.
played it, so I cannot wait
We realize this
to play
might
it.
be a surprise
wait.
for some. Ultimately, the scope of the breach and the underlying changes led us here. But don't worry, you'll discover plenty of fresh content, quests, and loot to make restarting your journey worthwhile.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah, what's next?
Let's discuss our roadmap next. It goes without saying that we will heavily support the breach for the upcoming weeks after launch. You will once again see us react incredibly quickly to all of the feedback you guys might provide.
But we're also already hard at work on our next content drops. We've received hundreds, if not thousands of pleas begging for the co-op update. And we know that our original roadmap had co-op before the breach. Rest assured, it will be the next thing we launch after this update.
I can't wait to find some other to play with. Oh, that boss is sick.
The reason we ultimately decided to switch these updates was because we wanted people to have more content to play once co-op releases. With the breach update, there will be now a lot more content to explore with your friends.
Boys, I'm going to get woodcutting level 99. I'm getting woodcutting level 99 just freaking cuz. Just cuz.
After the co-op update, we'll be following up with more improvements and new systems. We'll expand Sacrament, improve housing, introduce farming, expand the Crucible, and of course, finish the campaign with more story and more quests and bosses. And we're very much aware that a lot of you finally want to play No Rest for the Wicked on all major consoles.
We have a ton of things planned to further improve on the foundation that we've laid so far, and we're excited to keep discussing all of these new releases and changes with you as we go along.
Also, today marks the 10th anniversary of Ori. We released Ori and the Blind Forest on March 11th, 2015. It's been a wild ride for all of us here at Moon. So today, we'd like to use this opportunity to just say thank you.
Thank you to all of our fans who have supported us the whole way through. We would not be where we are today without you.
We're
now hard at work on the final bug fixing and polishing stages of this massive update. We want to make sure we get it just right. But before we wrap up, there is one more thing, and this one is near and dear to our hearts.
Hello everyone, I'm Gareth Coker. My story with Moon Studios began more than 15 years ago when I received a message on an internet forum from them asking me if I'd be interested in composing the music for a small indie project. 4 years later, that small project blossomed into Ori and the Blind Forest. Now, we were all very young and just getting started, so for our second release, Ori and the Will of the Wisps, we set out to perfect everything about the original, and I couldn't be more proud of what we were able to create together. The audio in Will of the Wisps
was so good.
Our journey is not yet over. I'm happy to announce that I've been hard at work crafting an unforgettable score for the story, the characters, the locations, and the boss fights of No Rest for the Wicked. And you will finally be able to hear some ambient music while out exploring in the world too.
Nice.
I can't wait to see where this journey leads us once again. It leaves me to invite you to experience the all-new music in No Rest for the Wicked with the Breach update, launching on April the 30th. It will be well worth the wait.
Oh my god. Oh man. So cinematic. Amazing. Amazing. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. April 30th, boys. April 30th. Devs. Bravo, devs. Bravo. This is what happens when devs play games. This is what happens when devs know what a good game is. And they don't just make a game and expect you to like it and to buy everything in it and to buy skins and everything else. This is what happens when devs are gamers. This is a good game. This is Paper, boys. This is Paper if I've ever seen Paper. This is amazing. You guys need to go over to this Moon Studios, subscribe, give a like, shoot these guys some love, because oh my goodness. Bravo, devs. Bravo. If you watched all the way to the end, boys, thank you so much. I'll be I post every day at 6 p.m. or I try to, but it'll be around 6 p.m. But it'll be every day except for Sunday. We take Sundays off around here, boys. All right, boys. GG's. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back tomorrow with another video. Peace.